Get ready, start. Multinational corporations, as the name implies, are large corporate institutions. They have a variety of business interests. With their headquarters in one country, they carry on their business in more than one country. There are a number of criteria to define a multinational company, but the only criterion that comes to mind is their global and transnational activities. Globalization, since its advent, has been looked at suspiciously as a means of the developed nations bringing the developing nations in line with their own interests. Globalization and economic liberalization came as a pioneer of new hopes, and developing nations were promised economic prosperity. In isolation, they could not survive, they were told. The World Trade Organization is the organization which ensures that globalization works in favor of developed countries. Various WTO ministerial conferences show that globalization has not proved what it promised to be. MNCs from the economically developed countries establish their outlets in the areas that benefit them. They would not invest in the sectors beneficial for the developing countries. Even in India, production is guided by MNCs. In international conferences, the developed nations defend the interests of their own MNCs with authority. What is the real truth about the multinational operations in the context of India? Multinationals are not an unmixed blessing for developing countries like ours. Do they really contribute to the economic stability and progress of the host countries? As a matter of fact, their utility lies in the field in which they are working. They must not be allowed to work in non-priority areas indiscriminately. In the case of India, foreign investment has flowed in non-priority areas in a significant proportion. Around 40% multinational companies in India are operating in sectors like hotels, tourism, food processing, service sector, etc. There are very high rates of return in these sectors. Out of the total foreign investment in India by various countries, the share of USA alone is about 40%. Again, out of a total of 3,700 collaborations, almost half of them are financial in nature. The result is that financial sector in India remains erratic.